Hello learners! How are you out there? I hope everybody's doing fine at home. I welcome you all to another comprehensive and informative video lesson in applied economics that you will be learning today. Join me as your social science teacher Reg explores the world of applied economics. To get started, I would like you to look for a solid and comfy place where you can attentively listen and follow our video lesson. Make sure you have with you your learning activity sheets, self-learning module, notebook, and ball pen. Before we proceed to our new lesson, let's have the review. I have here a situation and answer the question after. Imagine that you were on a class field trip for 3 days. Your mom sent you a pocket money of 1,500 pesos. You have already planned to use this to buy an acoustic guitar so you could practice playing it when you got home. While strolling around the mall, you found a beautiful necklace which would certainly look good on your mom, and it cost 500 pesos. You know that if you bought the necklace, your mom would be glad. However, buying it would make you unable to buy your beloved guitar. Questions. Number 1. Which one would you buy? Why? Number 2. What basic economic terms can we extract from the situation? You'll list them down on your notebook. I'll give you 1 minute to do that. Let's see the possible answers to the situation given. Anyway, answers may vary according to your purpose and intentions. For number 1, you may buy the necklace for your mother because you want her to be happy, or you want to thank your mother for everything that she did. Or you may buy the acoustic guitar because it is already planned. For number 2, the basic terms in economics based on this situation, we have here the needs, the wants, the trade-offs, opportunity cost, and of course the supply. Basically, those terms being extracted from the situation were already been discussed last meeting. So let's move on to the next lesson. Learners, are you ready? To energize your mind, do this activity called 4 pigs 1 word, fixed me I am crumbled. You have to arrange the crumbled letters with the aid of the pictures to create a word. I will give you 5 seconds to answer each number. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Now, check your answers. Number 1, the word is science. Number 2, application. Number 3, theory. And number 4, world. Based on the activity, what have you noticed with those arranged words? Most likely, those words are used in sciences and social sciences. Do they have relationship with our lesson today? Definitely yes. In what way? That's what we will be exploring on this video. This video lesson will be discussing about economics, a social science, and applied science. In order to be guided with our discussion, let's read the learning objective. At the end of this lesson, you are expected to differentiate economics, a social science, and applied science in terms of nature and scope. So learners, get ready. The exploration has just started. Now, let's go back to our first activity. I want you to write 2 columns in your notebook following this format. Take a look with the 4 arranged words in activity 1 Write those words which you think belong to the first column or the second column. Remember, no right or wrong answers. I will give you 5 seconds to do that. Then you will check your answer on this part after watching the video. So keep on tuning in. To continue with, let's redefine economics. Economics is the scientific study of the ownership, use, and exchange of scarce resources. According to Adam Smith, the father of economics, it is the science of wealth, in which the acquisition of wealth is the main objective of human activity. According to Alfred Marshall, economics is a study of man's actions in the ordinary business of life. It inquires how he gets his income and how he spends it. Thus, Marshall is concerned with only those activities which relate to the earning and spending of income. On the other hand, Lionel Robbins suggested a more precise definition of economics. For Robbins, economics is the science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. With this definition, it makes economics a study of means and ends. The means or resources available for the attainment of the objectives of human life, and scarce, that is, in short supply relative to the demand. But when can we say that economics, a social science and applied science? Social science is the study of society and the manner in which people behave and influence the world around us. It tells us about the world beyond our immediate experience and can help explain how our society works, from the causes of unemployment or what helps economic growth, to how and why people vote, or what makes people happy. Applied science is a discipline that is used to apply existing scientific knowledge to develop more practical applications. For example, technology or inventions. Within natural science, disciplines that are basic science, also called pure science, develop information to predict and perhaps explain, thus somehow understand phenomena in the natural world. Applied science applies science to real-world practice. Let's take a look at the diagram. The diagram shows the difference of social science and applied science in terms of its purpose, object or subject, and methods or process. In the social science, the purpose is theory proven, the object is people, and the method is qualitative. For the applied science, the purpose is solving problem, the object is the system, and the methods both quantitative and qualitative. Now, learners, can you see already the difference of social science and applied science? How can we apply their differences into economics? Economics is regarded as a social science because it uses scientific methods to build theories that can help explain the behavior of individuals, groups, and organizations. It attempts to explain economic behavior which arises when scarce resources are exchanged. In terms of methodology, economists are not able to undertake controlled experiments in the way that chemists and biologists are. Hence, economists have to employ different methods based primarily on observation and deduction and the construction of abstract models. As a social science, economics studies how individuals make choices in allocating scarce resources to satisfy their unlimited wants. Economics as applied science because of its application of economic principles and theories to real situations and trying to predict what the outcomes might be. The conclusions drawn from economic theories and empirical studies to real-world situations with the desired aim of informing economic decisions and predicting possible outcomes. It acts as mechanism to determine what steps can reasonably be taken to improve current economic situation.
Having read and heard those ideas, can you see the difference of economics, social science, and applied science? Well, if you got it, I want you to read and analyze the situation. Immerse yourself into it. You are a fresh graduate at Davao Oriental State College of Science and Technology. You graduated as summa cum laude and received numerous recognition awards. You took up an education course in order to become a teacher. However, after graduating, you could not find available jobs within the province. You have known that you were affected by the unemployment problem here. Questions. What do you think should be done to address this problem, which is just one of the many cases in the country? Number 2 question. How can you apply economics, a social science, and applied science in this situation? Now, I want you to write your answer in your notebook. In general, economics, a social science, deals with the analysis on how members of a society interact with one another on the creation and utilization of wealth and has been perceived as too theoretical since it deals with the principles, laws, and assumptions governing human behavior in the allocation process. On the other hand, economics as applied science with its primary aim, that is to increase human welfare by the investigation and analysis of economic problems of the real world. Learners, at this point, I want you to look back on activity 2. Check your answer. Were you able to write correctly the word in the right column? Since everything has been said already, let us check the objective to see if we have achieved it. Now, if we meet our objective, let's assess your learning if you were able to understand clearly our discussion. Using the Venn diagram, differentiate economics, a social science, and applied science in terms of nature and scope. You write your answer in your white booklet and you're going to submit it on your next drop-off schedule. Do not forget to write in your white booklet the following: your name, grade level and section, subject, day and time. For the rubrics of your assessment, you have organization of ideas, equivalent to 5 points, content, 5 points, grammar, spelling, and punctuation, 5 points, a total of 15 points. For your assignment, review your notes from lesson 1 up to this lesson, or you will have your first summative test on March 29, 2021. You can get the soft copy for the first summative test next week via group chat or the hard copy during the distribution of the next module. If you have questions and concerns with regard to the subject, feel free to message me on my FB Messenger or contact me through my mobile number provided on screen. Learners, I hope you have a productive learning today. See you on our next video lesson.